So each part of the system, the SA node, is able to produce a heartbeat. And that heartbeat under normal conditions, and what I'm going to talk about is normal conditions, the sinus node can produce impulses between 60 and 100 beats per minute, a normal heart rate. Now, obviously, if the patient's exercising, their heart rate is going to be below 100, but I'm talking about above 100, but this is just in normal conditions. So the normal SA node is firing at 60 to 100. Now, our heart was designed with backup systems because obviously if our heart doesn't work properly, none of the rest of our body can function properly. So in case something were to happen to the SA node for whatever reason, we have a backup, and that is the AV node. And the AV node can actually produce impulses at a rate of 40 to 60 beats per minute. Yes, it's a little bit slower, but you know, it's certainly going to keep us alive. So that's a great backup system. Of course, the AV node can fire more quickly. It also can fire slower depending on what the patient's needs are. Sleep, obviously, it could slow down. Exercise, speed up. But also, in the event that the SA node and the AV node both were to fail, or there was some kind of blockage in your bundle branches, the ventricles can also fire independently because all cardiac tissue has the ability to create impulses. And what happens when the ventricles take over is you'll generally get a heart rate of 20 to 40. These intrinsic values of 60 to 100 from the SA node, 40 to 60 for the AV node, and 20 to 40 are imperative that you know. So I would take the time to memorize those right away. So when a normal impulse is fired, it is going to come out of the SA node, go down to the AV node. Of course, there's a pathway called Bachman's bundle, but you don't need to know, so that it goes from the right atrium to the left atrium, because if it didn't, the left atrium wouldn't contract, and we can't have that. So impulse is going to go from the SA down to the AV node. So that will produce the P wave, right? And then there's that little delay in the AV node, which is going to produce our PR interval from here to here. And then after the impulse is released from the AV node, we're going to form a QRS, which is contraction of the ventricle. And then we will get a T wave, which indicates relaxation. So P, PR, PR, QRS, T. And it is, oops, I'm sorry, QRS, I will put down here because QRS. So QRS goes from right here to right here. And the QRS is called a complex versus a wave, because a wave, P wave and T wave, are just one up and down, where QRS is called a complex because there's up, down, and all around. So complex means that there is more than just one wave.